My name is Denise Mickel Russell. I'm from Glen Allen, Virginia. My parents were both born in Kafir, Lebanon, in the early 1920s. They were both the firstborn of their families. My dad left Lebanon as a baby, and as far as I know, he went back once for a visit. My mother left Lebanon at the age of 7, and as far as I know, she never went back. Both of my families knew each other when they lived in Kafir, and my grandmothers were very close friends. When the two families came to the United States, both ended up settling in West Virginia. My dad's family lived in Williamson, West Virginia, and my mom's family lived in South Charleston. Both families opened businesses in the towns that they lived in. On my father's side, there was Mickel's Confectionery, where my grandfather had a sandwich shop, and I always remember that they sold cigars and magazines. I've also heard the story that they popped the popcorn for the moviegoers. My most vivid memory began in that store when the Tug River flooded the town of Williamson in 1977. And my father and I went to help clean up the store of all of the mud. My job was to wash the money from the register, which I did at my aunt's house, and I hung the dollar bills from her clothesline so that they could dry out. My mother's side of the family had a grill. It was called Thabit's Grill, and it was in South Charleston, West Virginia. It was an old-fashioned grill with hamburgers, hot dogs, and French fries, and red seats on the bar stools and wooden booths. The fun part about Thabit's Grill, for me as a kid, was getting to play the jukebox, using the red painted quarters that my jiddi would give me. I didn't grow up in West Virginia near my grandparents. My father was in the Air Force, and we moved around quite a bit. But as a kid, when we visited West Virginia, it was usually to attend the Kafirian family reunions. My grandfather, on my dad's side, he was a founder of the reunion, and he's pictured in the first picture in 1933. Both families, including all of our extended family, of aunts, uncles, cousins, we would all attend together. After 26 years, my dad retired from the Air Force, and we moved to West Virginia to be near the family. My dad was very active in the Kafirian reunion, having served in many different board positions. And I carry on this tradition today as the treasurer, the scholarship chair, and the webmaster for our reunion. This year, we are in our 87th year of having family reunions. Both of my parents have passed away, and they are both now buried at Arlington National Cemetery in Washington, D.C. This year in June, my husband, daughter, and I traveled with a total of 18 family friends, along with the National Federation of Syrian and Lebanese Americans, on a tour to Lebanon. The tour to Lebanon was fantastic. It was enriching. It was a dream come true. Each day was planned out for us to visit some of the most historical and interesting places in Lebanon by bus. We traveled in all directions of this beautiful country. And on our free day, the 18 of us traveled, along with family, from Beirut to Kafir, a 3-hour bus drive, which included an army checkpoint where we had to stop and show our passports. Arriving in our village of Kafir for the first time was surreal. We were welcomed by family and friends that we had never met. Even the mayor of Kafir came out to greet us and welcome us to the town that we had all originated from. The families were so welcoming with their open arms, their hugs, their kisses, food, and music. We met them at the Orthodox Church, and after taking many pictures, we walked the main streets of the village, where we were greeted by many of the villagers that were so anxious to meet us. We spent time stopping at family homes, at empty lots, where they were identified as our ancestors' homes. We visited a museum of a famous writer. We passed the school, and then we went to the cemetery, where we were able to identify headstones from our family names. There we said a prayer for our ancestors. And I picked up 2 rocks that were near my family's headstones as a souvenir. The day was filled with joy, with tears, with a sense of love for our village, and the people that we met. We will carry on from this special day through our memories and the pictures that we took of the village of Kafir. And we cannot wait to go back and bring many more Kafirian Americans with us on this special journey. Thank you.